the Wired City, I'm going to be asking people to do things very similar to the bunker and to We Live in Public, where I wired the loft. And I don't want to ask people to do things that I haven't done, and also I understand, there's a very legitimate argument that I know where the lines are, and I know where to halt people from going over to the extent that I can. And I'll give you what I'm pitching around town. It's so stupid that I guess it'll work. And you've seen the film, I presume, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know why I'm looking at him, but he's got the camera, so you bear with it. It's really a combination of those elements done with, Hollywood production value. Take a set, large-scale set. People come in from the people that are on set come from the outside world because they're people who have their home studios and they either have an audience or they've done something special. We fly them into the set. They live on set. Everything is wired. The bathrooms, their sleeping quarters, and of course the NOC. NOC is Network Operations Center. Except this NOC is really designed so that the people, when we fly them in, all they're really doing all day is watching people at home. They're the watchers. Except you take a group of people comes in, however we've grouped them, a channel of, like channels from Pseudo or whatever, a group of people comes in, they work together and they're watching a broader group from people at home, in their home studios or office studios, and they're very much like you'd think of the government doing it. It's really commodifying what the NSA is doing commercially, right? And doesn't, once AT&T, we ask AT&T to allow us to copy people's signals, just like the NSA washes our signals, they'll have to do it because the audience demands it. Otherwise, we go to Sprint. And the whole idea, so it's really simple. People fly in, they watch people, they go on the other side of the fence. We, like the Matrix, we burn the battery out, we ship them out, bring in a fresh load. And while they're in there, of course, I have them in uniform and they're indoctrinated, and essentially, the power structures develop, and at some point you have Captain Kirk running the Starship Enterprise. Somebody comes out on top and is running the thing, and it's sort of like the hidden guy at the NSA. Some guy's watching there, manipulating, pulling levers or whatever. I'm just doing what's already been done, except that the government doesn't do it as efficiently. So that's a simple elevator pitch version of what goes on. Well, I'm going to the game show guy. The game show guys in particular, big time game show guys that you've heard of or whatever, they go, oh yeah, duh. How to orchestrate all of those people and how to do the software design and all of that is, that's what I do, and that's maybe my special expertise in the world. Variations on that theme are the future, in my humble opinion. Not too humble.
And you said that'll be kind of the tip of the pyramid.
Tip of the pyramid. Oh wait. Well, so now you have the tip of the pyramid, which is really you get to $1 million in a given day. The first threshold, anecdotally, just from experience, 1 million signal hours, meaning You're watching 1 million people, and it's generating 1 million hours of live footage, chat really, video chat, however you want to define it. And those 1 million hours are going through the set. People are filtering them up. But when you get to 1 million hours, a strange statistical phenomenon takes place. Life happens. You're going to get murders. Let's just take murders, death, marriage, love, breakups, the whole 9 yards. But just take murders. You're going to get a murder, except it's not like a murder on the local news. That footprint of the local news no longer makes sense because the net has obviated the physical to the space and time, the virtual space and time continuum. So when somebody, you're 3 degrees away from the guy that got murdered, and you're going to be able to tune in to find out all the friends and how it went down, and it's very relevant to you contextually. So Yeah, so that's the, you know, that's the virtual community. And you know, the pitch that seems to work also in Hollywood is, so you get a million signal hours. So let's go back to a million signal hours. Well, you get a million signal hours. Well, you can synthesize those million hours through, you know, you have all these consumers coming in and floating through, but at the very top you put the pros. And those pros are taking those signals and turning it into a 1 hour show, which you billboard on TV, MTV or Viacom, or you buy, you know, satellite time, whatever. Now that's cheap time, but you billboard it on TV, and it has a lot of advantages. You get it promotes the city, it's compelling programming, and it bona fides the people in the city. It legitimizes them in their own eyes. So that's kind of the game show element. And the TV guys, they've been trained to focus on that top tier, but in my mind, the money's down here. And here is the thing here's the next litmus. So you get a million signal hours, that's like kind of one bar. The second bar is there's going to be a moment in time where I'm going to have 10,000 people hold up a tube of Crest toothpaste. And they're going to be talking to Procter & Gamble, and they're going to say, we want you to sponsor us. This is 10,000 people in real time, simultaneously, holding up their Crest saying, we want you to sponsor us. And if you don't want to sponsor us, that's fine. We'll be on tomorrow night. It won't be Crest. And so the idea is basically, anytime you can get 10,000 people to do anything simultaneously, that's power. And it is a city, and the city does have, you know, power and leverage in the world, and all that matters to the you know, underpinnings of the city. And now what you end up having, by the way, is just as the local footprint of the television station is, you know, is going away, you can literally create a virtual city that isn't dependent on the physicality, it's dependent on space and time.